What's up guys, David here and welcome to the Fit Pro Daily. This week is all about online coaching and generating leads for your online coaching business. Now we started off yesterday with Tim coming on to share his insight in running a behavior change coaching program, plus how we can charge a little bit more. One of the things that Tim did talk about though was being able to find the ideal clients. So what I'm going to share today is 5 different ways that we can generate interest, generate leads, really qualify those leads and get them interested in what it is that you offer. But before I do dive into what I'm going to talk about today, if you want to know more about anything we do, head over to fitnessbusinessecosystem.com and have a read. Okay, let's get started. Now, something Tim was talking about on the show yesterday was being able to find the right type of clients and also getting your clients ready for what it is you do, what you offer, and the pricing range that you're going to be charging to those clients. So we need to make sure that we offer enough touching points for these prospects to be ready, get excited, understand what pricing we're going to give to them, and that they're going to be your ideal clients. So the first thing I want you to consider is writing an ebook. This ebook is almost an insight into the type of coaching and the type of systems that you offer. So it might be a breakfast that all busy mums need to know. Now that is a simple topic, okay? It's an easy downloadable guide, something they can consume really quickly and get to know you. The disadvantage to creating something that simple is it almost targets every single mum out there who wants breakfast. So when we are writing these ebooks, we need to make sure that they're specific, they're niched to the target audience that you want to work with. So it could be for every breakfast for every CEO that's in a rush. Something simple like that, because you're instantly targeting a certain target audience. They know this ebook's specific for them. It rules out anybody who isn't, let's say a CEO, if this is the ebook. So when the CEOs do read this ebook, you come across, you present, you show them what type of breakfast they need to know or like or try. They get to know, like, and trust you, and it builds that touching point, that awareness for that stage. Okay, so let's move on to the second one. Now, the second one I want you to consider is definitely writing blogs. Now, when your target audience is Googling things, they're going to be looking for certain keywords. If we go back to the example of the ebook, breakfast ideas for busy CEOs, they might literally type in breakfast ideas for CEOs. If you've created a blog specifically for that audience, they're going to read it. And again, you've written it in your language. They're going to get to know, like, and trust you. Start building that confidence, that awareness of what it is you want to offer. And if you're sharing this blog out to your current audience, they're getting a chance to read a little bit more about what it is you do, get to know, like, and trust you a little bit more, and trust you and want to get started. That, in comparison or in combined with the ebook, is really going to start building those touch points, because you might read the blog, download the ebook, and that's 2 touch points ready from there. Okay, time for the third one. Now we've already done the blog and we've done the ebook. It's now time to send out some emails, because hopefully when you started giving out this ebook, you were collecting their email addresses in exchange. Or maybe when a prospect has inquired about your services, you've sent them an email with all the information and you've saved their email. We want to put those email addresses into some sort of CRM where you can send out emails. Now, if you like us at DK9 Fitness, we send out 1 weekly newsletter covering a little bit more about what's happening in the studio right now, how clients are getting on, what events we've got coming up, some blog or social posts that they should read, and a call to action at the end. So we send 1 email a week. You could also send an email out with the blog. So you just send the text from the blog in an email out. Or if you're like me at FitPro, we send a daily email out filled with content to try and give off a load of value, build a load of trust, and get the prospects to know, like, and trust us, basically. So step 3 is sending out emails. It's going to get the contact of the prospect to know you a little bit more, really start building that relationship via email, especially then if you're linking them back to the blog, they're downloading this guide. You've already hit 3 great touch points, and this will build as the weeks progress. Okay, so we're going to move away now from the blog, ebook, and emails. We're going to look at a Facebook group as the 4th option. Now, the Facebook group is really good because every time you post within a Facebook group, you almost get a notification every single time saying that somebody's posted in the group. Now, when you create the group, you might name it after you. So it could be David Kyle's Health and Fitness Community, or Fitness Tips with David Kyle, something simple like that. So when a prospect joins the group, they immediately see you as the authority. You then post your social media posts, updates about your programs, clients, successes, behind the scenes of what's going on, links back to your blog, downloads so they can get some more ebook stuff. So that's 4 touch points right away, where if they've been in this group over a couple of weeks, you can then start adding them, start having a conversation in the DMs, and really build that relationship up from there. Okay, so the 5th and final one I want to give you, it's probably something that maybe you haven't considered doing before. It's something we used to do all the time back in the day, but you really want to start doing it now, which is webinars. Now, the real good thing about webinars is when someone's subscribed, the prospects subscribe, and maybe the webinar's half an hour, they're fixed on you for that period of time. Whereas they're reading your ebook, maybe on their phone, and they get a phone call, they get distracted. They might see your email load up on their phone, you start reading it, and they get a phone call, a text message, you get distracted. Same for your Facebook group. They might be watching a video on there and then get pulled away. But when somebody subscribes specifically to a webinar, they've taken the time out and they've put it in the calendar that this webinar is going to be on for an hour, half an hour, however you've got planned. And their entire focus, their complete focus is on what you have to say. So if you're coming across very likable, knowledgeable, trustable, and you're really showing them the type of results that you can get, you're really going to build it up really quickly. And that's the 5th touch point to really being able to really push them across the line and sell them your products. So those are the 5 touch points I would definitely recommend if you're running an online program. Selling online is much, much harder. Building trust with a prospect is much, much harder online. But if you have a solid marketing plan in place where you've got all this planned out, you know what you're doing every single day, every single week for your quarter, what your sales targets are and everything like Tim was saying yesterday, then you're really going to be off to a good start to really generate a load of leads, a load of interest, and to get prospects signed up. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you, or I'm going to talk you through a funnel, so I'm going to leave it there for today. If you want anything more about the marketing calendar or insights, or literally downloads and scripts to what I've talked about today, then literally head over to thefitnessbusinessecosystem.com and have a read. I'll speak to you all tomorrow.